During this edition of Mine Safety and Health News, you'll hear individuals discuss a near-miss accident that occurred at their mine. No one was killed in this accident, but it could have been a fatality.
The truck, which was an 830E Wabco, had lost its propel and was unable to move while loaded at a dump site. The electrician was called to the scene to troubleshoot. As the electrician drove up to the scene of the disabled equipment, he noticed that a bulldozer operator had pulled up alongside of the disabled truck on the driver's side, and the driver of the truck and the dozer operator were talking. He parked immediately in front of the rock truck in a blind spot and began to mount the rock truck up to the operator's cab. The operator first saw the electrician as he stepped out onto the deck of the truck.
What seems to be the problem, R.C.?
The overload's kicked out on the truck, John.
Okay, I'll reset them for you.
The electrician got into the truck, asked him what the problem was. He looked into the breaker box and reset a breaker and then checked the gauges. At that point, he told the truck driver to try it.
Okay, R.C., let's try it.
Well, the truck driver put the truck into gear and began to try to pull forward. The truck was unable to dump, so he tried to assist the hydraulics by pulling forward and raising up on the bed at the same time. It was at this time that they realized that there was a truck in front of him and that he had hit it, and the electrician told him to stop. And so he stopped, and they got out and looked, and by that time he had already hit the truck, pushed it approximately 35 feet over onto its side, and it was totaled. Fortunately, there wasn't anyone in the truck. There was no personal injuries involved. The only damage was to the electrician's truck and to his pride.
Well, we have rules, and the rules is to make sure that the driver of the vehicle knows where you're at all times before approaching the vehicle, and the same way with going off of the vehicle once you have corrected the problem. But a lot of times we have, take John for instance, once he corrects a problem in the truck, the problem could reoccur. Then John likes to ride in the vehicle and see that he has totally corrected the problem, and that saves him from coming back. Well, I don't know what happened on this day, but that didn't happen that way because he told me to try it. Then after it happened, John sort of said, I thought we were going to go backwards, you know. Well, we couldn't have very well bent backwards because the back wheels had already set down, and there was no way I could go backward. I had to go forward.
I assumed that the operators saw where I was parked at as I proceeded to get up on the truck and inquire what was the matter with the truck. I reset the breaker, informed him that it was okay to try the truck out. As he was trying the truck out, I assumed again that we were going to go backwards to dump the load. In reality, we went forwards and ran over a 1-ton truck without even knowing or feeling any effects whatsoever.
Out of that accident, we have revised our program concerning working around blind spots. And we have added them not only to our annual refresher training program, but also to our hazard recognition program.
The man had never done anything like that before. Serviced my truck thousands of times, and it was just one of those things that happened. And I've had butterflies ever since, and every time somebody mentions it, I still get them, and probably will have them the rest of my life, thinking about maybe someone else could have been in this vehicle.
To protect yourself and your equipment when working near and around large haul trucks, we suggest you follow these safety rules. Before approaching a large haul truck, get the driver's attention. Be sure the driver sees you. Let the driver know your intentions. Never stop your vehicle in front of or in back of a large haul truck. Listen for any backup alarms. And when you do park your vehicle, make sure the driver can see you. Use a flag or strobe to more clearly identify your vehicle. Always follow traffic rules and yield the right-of-way to loaded vehicles. And remember, the larger the haul truck, the larger the blind spot. As you work out there on the mine site, remember, even you can get caught in a blind spot. Don't become complacent. Remain alert and remember all the safety rules. We want you around for a long, long time. Until the next edition of MSHA News, be safe.